Lemuel's gonna be my cameraman today, so if it's good footage, give him a compliment in the comments. If it's bad footage, then we'll have to yell at him.
Now I just gotta pull her head. This is gonna be the match for bean harvest. This tractor and that gravity wagon. I think that was good footage.
Alrighty, good morning y'all. Welcome to Fall Farmathon. I'm gonna be completely honest here. I bet it surprises absolutely nobody. I do not know what day we are on. Harvest is like, you just get in it and it feels like we just started, but at the same time it feels like we've been in harvest for like forever. Yeah. So, I don't know what day this is. I think it is episode 9. I think so. I think that's right. So over a week into Farmathon already. Last night the corn was drying as it is supposed to, and the dryer stopped at about 10 o'clock last night. So Dad's not there to look at it. Turns out the belt on, I think the wet auger had plugged up. The belt on the pulley that runs the wet auger completely burned off. So Dad was out there working on that last night. He got in about 11:15 and got it running enough that it got that wet bin emptied and got all the corn that we had harvested that day dried, which is good, but it's gonna need, okay, it's gonna need a new bearing, I believe, because that pulley up there is just out. So we are gonna have to get that fixed sometime. Then we got up this morning and I came out to do calf chores, but the feeders over at the hog house was not running correctly. So we went over there to get that figured out, and we worked in the hog houses for a while. We got those good to go now. The guy that marks what the pigs for which ones need to be loaded is here right now sorting. Then we'll have a crew come and get them sorted, and then we'll be loading some, I think, tomorrow. So got that going on too. Yeah, it's just been really busy. So the thing that is happening today is we are going to be switching from corn harvest and going to bean harvest. The beans are ready to be harvested. We originally were going to possibly even keep going on corn till we get it done before we do go to beans, because beans are really sensitive to the weather. Their moisture changes a lot based on what the weather is. So they will be down, if it's a 90-degree day and sunny, they'll be down to 8%, shattering off the head really bad and not great to harvest. But if then those same beans will be on a kind of a damp morning, 70 degrees, and they will be, you know, 13% and harvest a lot better without shattering as much. So it's kind of trying to find the perfect balance between too dry and shattering, but dry enough that the pods will shell correctly. You have to wait until the stems get dried out before you can actually start harvesting, but then sometime by the time that happens, they'll already be dry enough to shatter. So it's kind of tricky to kind of decide what the best time to harvest beans is. So we are going to try and wait for some 70-degree days, but they're starting to dry enough that the pods are starting to split open just a little bit, which if they do that in the field, it's not a good thing. You could lose a lot of beans. So they need to be harvested, and we're gonna get in there and start harvesting those today. We got this gravity wagon hooked up and the 91. We use this for bean harvest. We're doing some maintenance, filling the brake fluid up right now, and we're going to check all of the tire air pressure and make sure those are good to go as well.
I'm gonna be a camera star. That'd be very sad if like utterly failed.
We want them to be 80 to 90, so it looks good. Okay, all the tires look good on this. They got brake fluid in there, so it should be good to go. Another good thing about starting a bean harvest today is, even though the beans need to be harvested, so we're gonna be starting, but also since the bearing is out on that wet corn auger, we're gonna have to go somewhere and get something for that. So we're starting a bean harvest today. We won't be quite as rushed in doing that, and yeah, we can kind of take our time a little bit more and getting that fixed, which will be nice to not have quite as much pressure to get that done so quickly. Also, just realized that clip earlier from all that dust getting blown out of the air filter, that is the air filter from the combine. So we got that out, blew all the dust out of it, and they're putting that back in the engine compartment now. So just kind of a little bit of routine maintenance there to keep that cleaned out.
Should I lock it shut?
Because there is a ton of dust during harvest, like so much, and we haven't even gotten to bean harvest. Bean harvest has so much more dust than corn harvest.
Yeah.
So, anyways, inside here looks good.
Should I lock it?
Should be ready to go to the field. Here we go. These are the belts that were on the pulley last night that just overheated and burned off. So, yeah, looking a little rough. Taking the 91 over to the big bin. We are going to get the combine up here. We're going to blow all the extra chaff off, just clean it up a little bit before we switch over to beans. We're going to take the stalk stompers off, take the corn head off, get all the settings on it switched over to beans, fuel it up, then we'll be ready to go over and get it hooked up to the bean head. On the combine switched over to beans from corn, and now we're going to fuel this up. Combine should be about ready to go. He has a few things to get situated on the computer in the cab. We went inside and got a quick lunch, and now we are ready to head to the field. Okay, here we go. Alrighty, we just got started in the first big field. This one is 70 or 80 acres, I can't remember exactly which. We have Papa and Lemuel in the 91 and big gravity wagon, and Emma and Eliza just got in the 81 and the auger cart. So, I'm getting going here. I think this could probably be my like fill-in healthy Mountain Dew for Farmathon. It is like lime flavored water stuff, so I will say it's not as good as Mountain Dew, but it kind of works, right? It's healthier. Hi, Molly. Hi. Got all the sheep fed. You can see them all spread out at their troughs here. And then we have little Dolly. She is the baby of the group, okay? And if she goes up and tries to eat at the trough, it doesn't take much for the big sheep to just headbutt her a little bit, and she runs away. So she like is scared to go up with the big sheep now. And so every day I give them their corn, and then she stands over here and looks up at me waiting for her to get her own little pile of corn here. So she got that now. Okay, sheep are done. I need to go up here to the barn and get a square bale out to take home with us, because that bottle calf over there, we're gonna give him some hay to munch on. So I'm gonna take a square bale home for that. Alrighty, y'all, it is now the next day. I forgot to record an outro yesterday, so I'm going to go ahead and get that done now. But we got along pretty well. We got about 30 acres of beans done. Then we didn't work too late. We went home and loaded the semi, and then that was it. So we're going to be working on that again today, but got started on soybean harvest. We will be continuing to work on soybeans now. So that is going to be it for this video. We will see y'all tomorrow for continuing soybean harvest.